So hello, this is Dark Doll, and this is part 2 of the tutorial on how to make uh, plastic beads from plastic bottles. A viewer subscriber asked if I would show how you can do that. You can take a plastic bottle and recycle it and make jewelry out of it. So I showed you part 1 of how I melted down the plastic, how I cut them in strips from the plastic bottle that I used, and how I molded them together to make these type of beads right here. So they're just like clear melted down bead shapes. I wrapped them around a skewer. The first set of beads I wrapped around a paintbrush, which I felt was a lot more effective because the paintbrush was thicker, and this type of plastic is very thick to work with. So and I told you in the first part that I was going to come back with another video, like a part 2, to show you how you can paint them, because this is kind of a rough looking bead. It's scorched, and unless you like that post-apocalyptic look, but I wanted to put just a sheer coat of nail enamel onto the bead to give it a different look. Maybe make it look more kind of like candy or whatever, or crystals. So I didn't have anything exactly with what I wanted, but I decided to experiment. So what I did was I took a couple of the beads and I painted them with this orange nail enamel, which by the way is formaldehyde free, so that's really cool. But basically I painted it, and that's the bead in itself, what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. I'd like to get like a nail enamel that's glittery, glitter based, so that I could put a sheer coating of that on there to make it shine and have a glittery effect to it, but I think it looks pretty cool painted that color. Kind of like a space rock or something. But I like it. Kind of has a feeling. I'll go take some pictures of it so you can see it better, because this where I'm showing you, it's not that great of a vantage point, but kind of has this look of like some sort of candy or glass or something like that. I feel like it could be more like that if I were able to get like a glittery type of nail enamel to put on there to bring that out. Here's another one that I did as well. And so you can still see the burnt, scorched part on there. So I probably would want, to get some like I said, some glittery nail enamel to put that on there, and then you can, I can string them up on stretchy cord, which is what I use for, like this one, it's stretchy cord, which I use for all the jewelry I've been making. Thus far, some of the jewelry I've made, I've used bass guitar strings and things like that. But the stretchy cord is really easy to use, and it's one size fits all pretty much because it stretches. So if you wonder the music in the background, I'll leave the link for the music in the description below. It's by this woman named Andalara, and I'll give her credit for that. I just have this music playing in the background because it's so beautiful and relaxing. But yeah, that's what this looks like. And you can let them dry on skewers or a toothpick. I'm all out of styrofoam, so I just used a box to let them dry. So I can show you how you do it. You can use any colors you want. I only suggest nail enamels or an enamel of some sort, because I don't know if like acrylic paints or oil paints will affix to that plastic surface. The only way that would happen is if you use sandpaper to the surface, and then it would probably pick up the pigments and stay on there better. But that's something I could experiment with down the line. But I'll show you really quick how to paint one of these. It's very simple. It's just like using paint, just the same. Make sure you have a ventilated area when you do this kind of stuff, like with nail enamels. This nail enamel is not as offensive smelling because it doesn't have formaldehyde. It's pretty natural. As natural as you can get for nail enamel. Let's see. So I can find the right one. The only thing too is this is really loose. So I did prefer that paintbrush for that reason, because the width of it is wider and is thicker, and it won't be sliding on and off. You could even use maybe a pencil, or I can use a pencil. Let's see, let me get your pencil. Hold up. Oh. See if the pencil will fit in there comfortably. Let's see. Kind of. Let me see if I can find something else that's comparable to the size of that one. With that paintbrush that I use. I have no idea where that is now. But here we go, that's good enough. I might get a little bit of paint on there, but I just basically, I just did one coating on the ones that I did paint. Like I said, I definitely do want to get some glitter nail enamels because I think that'll look beautiful, make it sparkle and shine, and it's kind of looking like little witches' hats. A little bit the way it's shaped. I don't know. Yeah, these beads can be used for any kind of jewelry project. You can use them to make necklaces, bracelets, earrings, anklets, maybe possibly a ring if you want it to. So this is how you do it. So I'm just painting it like that, like so. And please do catch the first part of this video so this part makes sense. Some people love to catch the second part of things, but not the first part, which makes no sense to me, but I can't control that. But it makes more sense if you get the whole full tutorial, and then you'll understand how this was made, how this bead was made. Also, I'll be posting these tutorials that I do on this channel and on my the Productive Cannabis Connoisseur channel onto my Patreon. So if you'd like to support me on Patreon, that's one way you can do that, by supporting these channels. You can check out those tutorials. I have a tutorial or two up there. No, actually, I have a tutorial on how to how to draw a portrait. I have a tutorial on how I made these sculpted rainbow alien beings for keychains. I also have a tutorial on how to make the fabric doll heads that I make that are really big. So those are the tutorials that are on there right now, and I plan on adding this to the mix. So that's basically what it looks like. See, I painted it. Yeah, and you could get as elaborate as you want. You could even glue rhinestones on here, and just let your creative energies flow freely. So this is the only color I have, that's why I'm using this. But I would like a variety of colors. Yeah, if you wanted to, after you paint it, whatever you wanted to paint on there, if you want to put designs on it, whatever, after you let it dry, what you can do is put a light coating of Mod Podge on it, Mod Podge is a sealant, so it'll help make it water resistant, but not waterproof. It'll make it water resistant, and it'll help to seal in the color, the enamel. It'll make it less likely to chip off. So you could just put a light coating of that on there. So that's what these look like. These beads look like when they're painted. They definitely look different than when they're just a clearer one. Let's see. So yeah, it's fairly easy to do. It's just another one of those projects you can do that's fun and that you can participate in recycling, because there's so much waste in the world. There's so many of these type of things that we think are recyclable but are not. I'm going to take this off of here, put it on the skewer so that way I can dry it. But yeah, I'm just drying it. It's funny what I'm drying it on this box. Because I can't find my styrofoam that I usually use. But yeah, it's fairly simple. Please do catch part 1 of this video tutorial, and it'll show you more in detail how this happened, how this came about. And yeah, thanks for supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. Maybe we can move up over by the computer and then I can show you the beads a lot better, so the lighting's better. Let's see. Bring this with me. It's been a really hot day, and the fires out here in California are still going. It's icky. So So my face looks kind of shiny. I'll put this right here if I can do that. Okay, perfect. So now I can probably show you, give you a better look of what this looks like. I don't want to take out the one that I just painted because I want that one to dry. This one is dry, so you can see how that looks. Pretty cool, I think. It's kind of has a spacey look to it. We'll take it off of there so you can show it to you. So you see what I mean, where you could probably add like a glittery nail enamel to it to give it more of an effect. Kind of make it look more like more than just like a piece of burnt plastic. But yeah, I think these look pretty cool, and you can use them, like I said, for necklaces, bracelets, anklets. Make earrings out of them. Very unique pair of earrings out of these. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Paint it, but like I said, you can grab some other colors you like, you prefer. I grab the ones that I have available. That's what I have. But yeah, eventually I want to get some more nail enamels with different colors, mainly metallic colors. That way definitely look really more magical, have that effect that I want. So yeah, thanks for joining me today for the second part of this tutorial on how to make plastic beads from plastic bottles. You can use, I mean, the thinner the plastic is, here's that one bead. This one bead that I just painted on the show is pretty much dry because I put one coat on there. You don't have to have them like look translucent like this. You can make it opaque and layer the color on really thick, so it's one solid color if you wanted to do that. That's another idea. So it's the choice is yours, and be as creative as you want to be, you know. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, and probably be a part 3 to this tutorial showing you how to further embellish it, the beads, and make them pop even more instead of just looking like, you know, this. I mean, some people are good enough with this, you know, and just you can make these what it looks like this. You can use these as beads for jewelry already, but I just want to add something extra to it to give it more of a magical vibe to it. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for the likes and shares, and thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know if you're doing anything creative like this to recycle. And please do check out the first part of this tutorial so that you're not in the dark on how to do this. If you want to do something that's creative, something you can do with your family, I suggest definitely parents assisting their children, you know, because you're dealing with a lighter or a candle or whatever you use in order to melt this plastic, and you want to make sure that you're in a well ventilated area or either outside. So just emphasizing that. Don't want to hear these horror stories about someone who got sick off the fumes because they watched my video, yada yada yada. I'm not responsible for that. Let's use like common sense when it comes to this kind of stuff. So thank you so much for joining me. Please check out my Patreon if you like. I'll have the link in the description below. You can check out my art on Etsy. It's on www.darkmoondoll.etsy.com, and with every purchase you receive a free handmade gift as well. So feel free to check out the stuff that I got going on there. I'll do an update too on what I have in my Etsy what I have in my Etsy shop right now. It's a really hot day, so getting a little tongue-tied. If you'd like to support this channel, you can donate $1 more to my PayPal at kdaddytmama@comcast.net, and include a question you'd like to see answered on an upcoming show. It's not required to donate to this channel, but people have asked how they can support this channel, my channel, The Productive Cannabis Connoisseur, and my channel, Healing in Color, and that's the way you can help support it. It helps to support to afford keeping the lights on in here, rent. Also helps with saving up for a new camera. So I'm not taxing my phone camera. I mean, this is my phone I'm using, so I'm doing everything on there. I'm photographing photos, listing the photos from my camera, onto my laptop and then onto Etsy. So it's quite a process involved when I have to list the art that I create, and when I have to post videos also. I do a video here and then I load it up from my phone to my laptop, and then there you go. I guess this is ending. This song is ending. It was beautiful. I'm going to make sure I give her credit for that, though. But let me go. I didn't know that much time has gone by already. Let me go back to, sorry, go back to the menu so that I'm not, I just liked having the music in the background. It's very nice. I'll definitely put that in the comment section below, because her music she puts together is beautiful and it's very relaxing, and I like being able to share it. Her Andalaura's her YouTube channel has been around forever, and she's pretty much been the same all through it all. So I love that about her. So okay, we just turn the music off completely. But yeah, thanks for joining me today, guys. Please do stay creative, and yeah, whenever you're feeling like you want to express yourself, art is a great form of therapy, and I found, doing this type of art very therapeutic. And then you get to explore your creative side, which is something that people don't pay much attention to, because they're working the 9-to-5 grind, and then they get home and it's just all they can do to stay awake, until they have to go to bed and start all over and do it all over again. Yeah, I feel bad for those kind of situations, because I was in those kind of situations for a long time. But you do the best you can to unwind and to find a source of therapeutic meditation, and that's what I feel like these art tutorials are all about, really getting in contact and in touch with your inner self, your creative self. And that's something that a lot of people don't really take time to do that much. So yeah, thanks for joining me today, guys. Please stay hydrated. I need to. Brightest blessings to y'all, and I'll see you soon. And please do check out part 1 of this tutorial. And yeah, I'll see you guys all soon. Please do stay creative.